Good morning, everybody. Today, I will be talking about Taylor Swift and how she transitioned from a country girl to a pop diva. I will also be talking about the Eras Tour and its economic influences across the world. Who is Taylor Swift? Well, Taylor Swift was born on December 13th, 1989 in Pennsylvania in the US. She is an American female singer, songwriter, music producer, and actress. Her constellation is Sagittarius, and her height is 180 centimeters. She sings a variety of music genres, including pop music, country rock, and folk. Here are her achievements and different tours. So, her first tour was from 2009 to 2010 with the Fearless Tour. And then she had her second tour called Speak Now World between 2011 and 2012. And then the Red Tour occurred during 2013 and 2014. Then the 1989 World Tour happened in 2015, and the Reputation Stadium Tour was in 2018. Finally, the most recent Eras Tour was from 2023 to 2024. Here are her achievements. Why do people love Taylor Swift? Well, she was able to rebuild her own value system, which I also resonate with. Taylor Swift is a shining example of someone who has reconstructed their value system. In her earlier years, she was often portrayed as a people pleaser, a controversial topic that avoided different issues. However, over time, she took the opportunity to redefine herself and her values, and when she was faced with false allegations and attacks on her character, she used social media to define herself and defend herself and shed light on important causes she truly cared about. Her music and persona have had a significant impact on me as well, and I'd like to break it down into a few different key aspects. One of the things that impresses me most about Taylor Swift is her unwavering work ethic and resilience. Despite facing countless obstacles and even legal battles, in particular, her strength in handling the infamous feud with Kanye West showed her ability to overcome setbacks and leave her enemies miles behind. This is also a key reason why people love her. It's inspiring to see her embody the values of morality and rise above adversity. Another aspect that sets Taylor Swift apart is her unwavering support for her fans and her willingness to take political stands. It is rare for a female celebrity in American history to be so vocal about her political beliefs and actively use her influence to effect changes. Despite potential backlash and criticism, Taylor has fearlessly stepped forward, using her platform to make a difference. This kind of leadership is essential, especially when it comes to engaging and empowering the younger generation. This is evidence that her success isn't just about fame and fortune, but also it stemmed from her continuous self-reflection and personal growth, which we can all learn from. Now, what is the relationship between economics and Taylor Swift? There's actually a term called Swiftonomics, and Swiftonomics refers to the economic influence of Taylor Swift. Especially in 2023, when Taylor Swift embarked on her Eras Tour, a global series of shows that has become the highest grossing tour on record, with a gross of more than $1 billion so far, then this has become a wide-known term in economics. What is pensionomics? Well, pensionomics is the economic ripple effect that takes place in national, state, and local economies when retirees spend their pension benefits on goods and services. Well, how does Taylor Swift contribute for the economy and for GDP? Firstly, ahead of Taylor Swift's 6 concerts in Los Angeles, the California Center for Job and the Economy estimated that the tour would result in a $320 million increase to the LA County GDP. The center also expected the tour would increase area employment in the California city by 3,300 and local earnings by $160 million, which is immense. Secondly, estimates ahead of Swift's concert in Denver, Colorado, and Cincinnati, and Ohio showed that the Eras Tour was expected to contribute to $140 million to Colorado's GDP and bringing a further $92 million in local spending in Cincinnati. The Kansas City region also received an estimated $48 million from Swift's Missouri stop for the Eras Tour. Thirdly, the Federal Reserve even mentioned Swift in its June 2023 Beige Book, its regular analysis of recent economic conditions. This stated that May was the strongest month for hotel revenue in Philadelphia because the onset of the pandemic, in large part due to an influx of guests for the Taylor Swift concert in the city. This can be shown that the economic impact of one of Taylor Swift's concerts on a whole city is close to what the city would see from hosting a Super Bowl, which is one of the biggest events in US pop and modern music. Overall, one analysis estimated that the Eras Tour could generate $5 billion for the US economy. At the same time, the US Travel Association said that this figure may be closer to $10 billion when factoring in the indirect spending of consumers who may not have actually attended the concerts, but joined in on spending around the different events of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Now, how does Taylor Swift contribute to the global economy? During Taylor Swift's visit to Tokyo, she was expected to pull $228 million into the Japanese economy, with a further $162.7 million going directly to the city that hosted the musician. Her visit to Mexico City, meanwhile, was also expected to generate more than $59 million, and hotels in Edinburgh, Liverpool, and Cardiff were sold out in August 2023 for the 2024 UK leg of the tour. Moreover, a visit from Taylor Swift doesn't only impact a host city. Despite there being no Eras Tour concerts planned for New Zealand, for instance, the Air New Zealand announced that it was adding more than 2,000 seats, including new flights to cater to what it called the Swift surge in demand, after Taylor Swift announced she was headed to Australia. As you can see from here, Taylor Swift contributes immensely to the global economy for different countries that she goes on tour for the Eras Tour. Any discussions? Why are most musicians pouring income? What is your idea when you are listening to my speech? Thank you very much for listening.